Hi everyone, welcome back. Thanks for being here. I hope all of you got to see the video that I released last Wednesday. I will link it in the description. My husband did my voiceover to a painting. I cannot tell you how much I laughed. I left him alone. I edited the video. I created the video, obviously, and edited the video. And then I left him in a room alone and just let him talk. And I came back and edited it, and I was laughing so much. He called gold peanut butter. He even had some of the terminology of the way that I swipe. He did such a good job. So if you need a laugh, make sure you watch that video, or you can come back to that video and see it again. It tickled me so much. So today I am going to be doing a little twist to a painting technique that I have done for a long time. So I am doing an ocean wave, but I wanted to challenge myself a little bit. The only color that I'm using straight out of the tube or bucket is white. The rest of it, I actually altered the colors. So I will explain the exact colors in just a second. But I did want to say that the Frederick's canvases are back in stock. They were out of stock for a long time, and I thought they were being completely discontinued when I contacted the company. These are the Convexo canvases, so they have like a beveled edge to them. But this is, it's Frederick's right here. Let me see if you can see that. This is a 24-inch round. And where I originally found them, because I think they're back in stock at big box stores as well, but where I found these were at a place called Rex Art, R-E-X Art. And I found out they're actually local and family owned. So I checked out their pricing versus the pricing of kind of the big box stores like Michael's and Jerry's Artarama and Dick and Blick's, and they are actually pretty comparable. The only difference is that the shipping is more. So they are small family-owned business, so they can't get free shipping to everybody. But with that said, I actually like supporting small businesses. I am one myself, and it's family owned, and I've actually talked with them, with Lonnie and the owner. So I am not an affiliate with them, but I did want to let you know, because I get that question all the time, like, where can I buy these canvases? So if you want, head on over to Rex Art and check them out. They have like a lot of other supplies that I use as well, like varnishes and things like that. They have kind of all of the same stuff that the other stores do. Okay, so I am excited for this one. I will tell you what the colors are. So I will start, obviously I'm using white. That hasn't changed. I wanted a phthalo. I like contrast. So I wanted some type of darker blue, but I mixed this color with silver. So this is phthalo blue and silver, and it made a metallic blue. Super excited about that color. Instead of, I normally use Payne's Gray. Instead of Payne's Gray, I took Payne's Gray and a little bit of Prussian blue and white, and it made this gorgeous dark teal color. Next, I made an actual seafoam green, because that other color that I called seafoam green a few videos ago was not quite seafoam green. But I made a seafoam green. Now this took me a while to make, and I blended a lot of colors together, but it was phthalo blue and a little bit of azo yellow, and then I did white and a little touch of green to get this color. The yellow and blue made a green, but I was trying to alter it just a little bit more. This is like a powder blue. I took just white and did a drop of the metallic blue in there. And then this last one actually looks like phthalo blue, but believe it or not, this has a ton of purple in it. So I was trying to go for like an ultramarine color, and this the blue just stayed really predominant in it. But this has a lot of blue violet and a little bit of ultramarine violet in it. So I was going for an ultramarine blue here, but it still ended up being like a beautiful dark blue. So those are my colors, trying to switch it up a little bit. One of my goals at the beginning of the year was to make some custom colors, stop using the ones that are always in the tube. And so I'm trying to kind of get down my list of my intentions for the year. I want to play around with colors a lot more. I've really been enjoying that. So yeah, let's paint. All right, so I'm gonna start with my sky, and I actually want this one to be pretty big with the blues and the waves. So I'm only gonna do this tiny little portion up here of white. And the rest of it, I think I'm just gonna do with blues, maybe a little bit down into there. And I'm gonna save this to go inside, that tiny little bit left to go inside the wave. So let me blow this out. All right, that part is done. I'm trying to decide which color I want to go first, because normally I think I do like Payne's Gray or the Prussian Blue, but I don't have those. So I think I'll go with this dark blue kind of ultramarine color. I got my hair in it. Okay, and then I always use too much paint in the crest. So I'm gonna try to not do that. Just get a couple of good layers on here as the base. Okay, all right, looking good. Now I do alternate my light and my dark, so I'm gonna pour this one next. This is a beautiful color. Probably couldn't make this one again if I tried. I mixed so many colors together to get it. Very pretty color. Soothing. It's because of the white. It's a very soft color. Okay, now for my metallic blue. Super excited about this one. And I think that the silver that I put in there should create some really pretty cells, but we shall see. Okay. Ooh, that was a big portion up there. My bad. Okay, now I've got my lighter color. Yep. Ooh, I'm doing so good up in that crest. Rounding the corners always gets me. Oh, that was, oh God, oh gosh, oh gosh. Okay, that was a lot. I was doing so good. All right, so now my last color here, which is actually pretty similar to the seafoam green color that I used. So I'm actually pretty happy about that. I got kind of in the same color family there. It's kind of a teal, a dark, dark teal color. And then I am gonna add a little bit of white to this. And then what I get off my table will be a completely different blue color that I can use in another painting. Okay, that is it. Let me give this a torch. I'm interested to see if I get any cells from this one because I'm not using my regular mixtures. Normally I put a little bit of creative inspirations in the mix and I didn't do that this time. So I'm interested to see how this turns out. I did get some cell reactions, so that's nice. Not as many, and I had a big kind of blob of the white in here. So I'm gonna try to break that part up a little bit, and then I'll worry about this top section. I actually love that it's like big, bold with color down here and just this tiny little crest up top. But for this section, I think I'm just gonna kind of drag into it a little bit. This is kind of how I would break up that focal interest there. I tried blowing it with the blow dryer, but I could just tell that it was gonna get kind of a little bit muddy. I could already see it happening, so I didn't want that to happen. I'm just dragging some of those pieces on along. And just breaking that up a little bit, creating a little, trying to get a little bit more motion in here. Okay, so I like that, and then when I torch it, it will also break that up a little bit because more cells will pop up there. So I'm good with that part. Now, let me do my little squigglies up through there. And even there's some little like drips through here. I don't know if I leave those. Maybe all I have to do is just touch my hand through it and it will get rid of them. Okay, now for this crest. Okay. I am liking this section now because it gives like a really nice, beautiful highlight through there. Okay. So I'm just going to take my hand. Swirl that on around through there. It's a little big. And I don't like it to be like a perfect spiral either. So I am happy that it's got those coming off edges. It's abstract, right? Okay. This is a little more spiraling than I normally do, but that is okay. The colors are definitely different. I can't even explain it. The phthalo blue is such a vibrant color, and the Payne's gray adds such a great contrast. And the turquoise green that I normally use is a very vibrant color. So this one is much softer, but I do feel like this green color that's in there is actually more similar to the color that you see in actual waves, at least where I am. So I am going to give this a torch. I think I'm going to probably look at it from the other side as well. And then I'll show you what it looks like. So this one's definitely different than my regular ones. It's the top piece up here is very small, but I wanted there to just be big, bold color around the sides. So I am okay with that it's kind of small up there. It's a little bit more spiraled than I normally do, but that is also okay. It's got lots of dimension to it. I gave it a good torch in the center, and all these tiny little cells popped up. Now that happens sometimes with certain paint brands, but I think they look like bubbles of water. So in another painting, I would probably not have wanted that effect, but I actually like it in this one. And I knew that that was going to happen to break up that kind of white part that was there. But I think now it has good motion to it. The green, I think, is probably, that seafoam green is probably my favorite color. And I'm sure that the metallic blue is going to dry well. So I will show you how this dries. Okay, here she is. This one's a she. That super spiraled thin middle, I'm gonna try to see if I can, yep, you can see it right there. See that metallic blue? It's this blue right here. That is so pretty. It's over here too. Oh my gosh, yep, you can see it right there. That color is so pretty. So that was phthalo blue and silver mixed together. And then this color up here is stunning as well. This was a bunch of colors mixed together. But this was like, I think this was the lighter seafoam green color, because the darker teal color that was the Payne's Gray mixed in is right there. But this is so pretty. I was worried about that bottom part, but I feel like it's totally fine. There, I like this. I am most excited about mixing those colors together. I'm so glad that I didn't use just the regular colors out of the tube. That darker Payne's Gray color, yep, you can see that, that's right there. And then this was that lighter color like the sky blue light. So with just a few colors, you can make all the colors. It's so cool. That metallic blue, I've mixed in my metallics before, but this reminds me of Artist Loft metallic blue. But I'm gonna keep going with these. Maybe not as a wave, but I am definitely gonna explore with a few more of these, mixing some colors in. I've mixed yellow in with gold before. I have mixed copper in with orange and the blue with the silver. But mixing your own colors, man, for me, there's not as much contrast as I normally like, but I like it. All right, thanks everybody for watching. Happy painting. Bye.